Yo, guys, welcome back to another video. This one is the top 10 cities in the world to celebrate New Year's. Obviously, with it being New Year's Eve when I'm recording this. Don't know when you're watching this, and I don't know when I'm posting it. I should be posting it before New Year's. But yeah, hopefully you're having a nice day. If you're watching this before New Year's Day, hopefully you're having a nice day. If you're watching it after, hopefully you had a nice day, and hopefully you have a good New Year. You get all the wishes you want, and yeah, just all that kind of stuff. Because I can't really celebrate it. I'm still ill, and I'm quarantined at home. Luckily it's with my girlfriend there, so at least I've got someone. But yeah, this is an interesting one because I know places that are known for like insane displays in terms of like the fireworks are like places like Dubai, London and New York. They're the ones off the top of my head. I feel like they're probably going to be like top 3, top 5 in this video. Maybe places like Paris and maybe like Shanghai, I don't know. Yeah, all those just major cities pretty much, but New York, London, and Dubai are the ones that I'm thinking of will be here the most. But yeah, we're just gonna get into this, man. I am feeling a bit better, which is good, but I'm still pretty sniffly and got a bit of a cough. So yeah, just got a few more days at home. Plus, I've got to wait until it's fully out of my system. So probably like another week and a bit, to be honest. But we're just gonna check this out. Hopefully, you're going to enjoy. Links are in the description to my Instagram, my Twitter for those who want to follow me. But let's just jump into this.
Start the new year somewhere new. Welcome to Mojo Travels, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 cities in the world to celebrate New Year's Eve.
Are you a fan of our videos? Be sure to subscribe to Mojo Travels and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.
For this list, we're looking at some of the most exciting, high-profile, and popular destinations in which to enjoy New Year's. Number 10, Bangkok, Thailand.
Bangkok?
Bangkok is officially the most visited city in the world. Now, add to that the fact that Thailand's capital is famous.
This is a cool ass picture. These fireworks look fake, man.
For its vibrant, hard partying nightlife, and you have the makings of one truly unforgettable New Year's Eve. Though there are parties going on all across the city, Central World Plaza is the heart of the celebration, boasting live entertainment, fireworks, a beer garden, and a massive party that fills the street with huge crowds. Another great place to spend New Year's Eve is Asiatic, a waterfront shopping area with live music, restaurant specials, and celebrity appearances. For something a bit more intimate, consider reserving a table at one of the city's numerous rooftop bars or booking a riverboat ride. Number 9.
Riverboat?
London, UK.
London? Number 9?
Boats,
Am I overhyping it too much? I know it's known for its firework display, specifically, but maybe we'll see that the other places have a lot more to offer than just that.
The River Thames comes alive after dark on New Year's Eve. Cruise ships and clipper boats provide a phenomenal view of the fireworks display. Of course, if the idea of committing to being afloat during the festivities gives you FOMO, rest assured that there are plenty of alternatives. The fireworks, launched from the London Eye, can equally be appreciated from the Westminster Bridge, Parliament Hill, and Alexandra Palace, among others. While most people are looking for the biggest party in the city, others might prefer a cozier setting, in which case you can't go wrong with the city's numerous historic pubs, where New Year's Eve is usually a delightfully understated affair. Number 8. Rio de Janeiro, Brazil.
What?
When it comes to a reputation for wild parties,
Oh mate, imagine that. Imagine you're up at the top of the statue. What's the statue called? What's the statue called? I don't know what it's called. I don't know how. I forgot. But obviously it's so high up, and you get the views of literally everything. That'd be insane.
Rio de Janeiro is Brazil's reigning champ. While Carnival is undeniably the crown jewel of its festival calendar, the city nonetheless does itself proud come New Year's Eve. In fact, it's Rio's second biggest event of the year. On December 31st, some 2.5 million people can be found partying it up on Copacabana Beach, spread across countless events that line the shoreline. One tip to help you avoid making a fashion faux pas, it's traditional to dress in white for the occasion as a sign of peace and tranquility. Champagne, samba music and dance, warm weather, barbecues, and a picture-perfect backdrop. What more could you ask for? Number 7. Berlin, Germany. Germany's capital city has a real duality to it. On the one hand, it's hyper-organized, efficient, and polite. On the flip side, it's also world famous for its nightlife, boasting one of the greatest techno/EDM scenes anywhere on the planet. Plus, it's meant to be a judgment-free space where people are encouraged to get freaky if they feel so inclined. So yeah, Berlin knows how to party.
Berlin does seem like a cool city, to be fair.
No exception. Those looking for the classic outdoor event won't be disappointed. The festivities at Brandenburg Gate run until 3 a.m. and are among Europe's largest. Those who prefer a classic clubbing experience definitely have to head over to the massive Kulturbrauerei complex. Number 6. Las Vegas, USA.
Didn't think about Las Vegas, but now I do. Now I hear it, I'm sort of thinking to myself, Las Vegas is like a place where everything crazy you can think of will happen. So, I mean, in terms of the actual celebrations for New Year's and like the fireworks, etc., I bet it goes nuts.
Do we really need to go into detail as to why Las Vegas makes for a great choice come New Year's Eve? Probably not. But hey, it's also a city that we never get tired of talking about.
It's so wild, man. Look at it, bro.
Las Vegas is all about bright lights, spectacle, and jaw-dropping performances year-round. And come New Year's, the city really outdoes itself. The Strip becomes a pedestrian-only space, and the crowds of revelers gathered there are treated to an epic coordinated fireworks display. Along the Strip, every casino, restaurant, and bar is competing for your attention, and the end result is utterly surreal. Music lovers in particular will feel spoiled. Las Vegas busts out A-list performances for the occasion. Number 5. Sydney, Australia. Sydney is great for Christmas and New Year's. Because of its geographical location and time zone, Sydney is the first major city to welcome the New Year. No offense, Wellington.
They've already celebrated it, haven't they? Oh, so it's already New Year's in Australia. If you're from Australia, Happy New Year already, man. Pre-Happy New Year, because I completely forgot that Australia is way ahead. Australia, New Zealand, yeah, they're way ahead, man.
But Sydney has far more going for it than merely a temporal advantage. For starters, it boasts one of the largest and most spectacular firework displays in the world. And that's just one aspect of the festivities. Australians are notoriously hard partiers, and they like to prolong the fun until that New Year's sun rises. But wait, there's more. Sydney keeps it going with a plethora of New Year's Day events as well. Plus, Australian summer kicks off in December, so you can ring in the new year in beautiful weather.
What?
Number 4.
What?
Edinburgh, Scotland.
Scotland,
If you're looking
okay.
for something a little different this New Year's Eve, we'd like to introduce you to a not-so-little celebration known as Hogmanay. This epic 3-day New Year's extravaganza draws heavily from both Gaelic and Viking culture.
But I done this! I stayed in Scotland. It wasn't in Edinburgh, it was in like a little town way up north. When I was like 12, 13, and we did this. Like, people walk down the road with like fire on a stick or whatever, and then you like light up a massive bonfire or whatever. And like people are like wearing their, what are they called? Their kilts, blowing up the bagpipes. That looks crazy. But I remember doing this.
Crowded streets are nothing special on New Year's Eve, but a torchlit procession of over 20,000 people? That's a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Wasn't 20,000
in which case,
people when I
that's
went.
just December 30th. The next day, on New Year's Eve proper, people assemble on Princes Street beneath Edinburgh Castle for an evening of live music, drinking, fireworks, and even a sing-along of Auld Lang Syne. The next day, the truly committed take a freezing cold dip into the River Forth.
You're
in
crazy.
Number 3,
Fuck
Dubai, United Arab Emirates.
Yeah, here we
This
go.
is a city that believes in going big in terms of pretty much anything and everything. Just look at the architecture. A destination that particularly appeals to those looking for an exclusive luxury experience, Dubai is where you go when you've decided to throw your New Year's Eve budget out the window. The Burj Khalifa is impossible to miss any day of the week, but for New Year's Eve, it ups the wow factor with an impressive fireworks display. If you choose this as your destination in which to welcome 2020, we highly recommend a rooftop restaurant reservation from which to appreciate the fireworks.
Bro, I imagine the prices there, like, obviously in Dubai at any time it's nuts, but I imagine on New Year's Day or New Year's Eve it's going to be probably 2-3 times more.
Number 2, New York City.
So what's going to be number 1? All my guesses weren't even number 1. Cities I can think of, I don't know how crazy China goes, but they celebrate a different New Year, don't they? There's Chinese New Year, so they're not going to be there, I don't think. Well, they won't be. So, LA, maybe? Maybe Mexico City? Paris? Paris is probably what I'm going to guess. Because I would have thought New York or Dubai would definitely be number 1, but...
USA. There are a few
Obviously it's opinions, but
destinations
yeah,
with
still.
more iconic or long-standing New Year's
Not
Eve
factual.
traditions than the Big Apple. To celebrate the end of one year and welcome the start of another, New Yorkers, alongside tourists from around the world, pack into Times Square for an evening of musical
I just think of
performances
Ninja
and
on the New
all-around
Year's,
good
trying to get
times,
everyone to
no matter
dance.
the weather. Having first taken place in 1907, the event is iconic and is now typically watched by an estimated 1 billion home viewers each year. Of course,
Holy
that's
shit,
not the
man.
only way to celebrate NYE in NYC. Prospect Park in Brooklyn is a great place to watch fireworks. And of course, innumerable different parties take place across the city. On New Year's Eve, NYC really lives up to its nickname as a city that never sleeps. Number 1. Tokyo, Japan.
Tokyo.
When
That's
it comes
not
to the
what
holiday
I actually
season,
did guess
there are a
Tokyo.
few cities more all-in than Tokyo. With various elaborate light installations, Japan's capital city is utterly transformed. The funny thing is, Christmas isn't that big of a deal in Tokyo. New Year's, on the other hand, is very important.
Oh,
Here,
wow.
the festivities begin on December 29th and are known to continue through to January 4th. Also known as Shogatsu, the New Year holiday can be celebrated in many different ways. For those wanting to lean into traditional culture, consider a visit to the Zojoji Temple to observe the Buddhist Joya no Kane ritual, or partake in Hatsumode, the first shrine visit of the year. For more of a party atmosphere, head to the Shibuya or Roppongi districts where things get a little more wild.
Do you agree with our
Fair enough, man. So Tokyo is the place to be. I did actually say it at the start, but I just forgot. Feel like I assumed it already popped up. But I mean, where will I be celebrating New Year's? In my flat. Feeling... I might not even be awake for New Year's. Honestly, if I have been sleeping recently, I might not be awake for New Year's. So, if I'm not, I just hope you've had a nice day or a nice night or just getting smashed all with your family or whatever, because I can't do that. But yeah, interesting video, man. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I was a bit surprised not to see a few places a bit higher, but I just want to see. Wait. So Australia celebrated. So Sydney fireworks. Just want to watch a quick video just to sort of. Are there fireworks going off now? But I don't want to see you talk about this. I just want to see the videos, man.
The city held 2 fireworks celebratory displays.
I'm just trying to avoid the copyright because I know BBC are crazy strict, so I don't want to like get this video blocked or anything. This is a cool ass picture though. Again, like I said, if you're from any place that has celebrated New Year's, as I'm saying this, Happy New Year's. Again, when this is posted, everyone's celebrating it anyway, so what I'm saying doesn't really mean anything. But yeah, man, interesting video. Hopefully you went on to enjoy. Yeah, see you next time. Like, subscribe. Peace.